Alright, so let's tackle the views overlapping. That's the most serious one. So before I go through any of this CG size, maximize, and adding it to the subview, I need to clear out all the subviews that have a tag of 3. So I'm going to create a for loop. I'm going to use the for in, the fast enumeration. It's going to be a UI view star sub in self.view.subviews. So look at all the views and subviews, and each time through this array it's going to be called sub. Now if sub.tag is equal to 3, we're going to do sub remove from superview. Okay, so basically it's going to look at every single subview. So it's looking at every UI view that's in self.view. If it happens to have a tag of 3, it's going to run the method on itself saying, hey, remove me from the superview. Now let's try running that. Alright, so if I search for Northwest Tech, I should get no results found. Now if I just search for hello, instead of saying testing right here with found at the end, it replaced it, so it worked. And just to double check, Northwest Tech. Maybe some word wrapping. Key value, search, get our word wrapping. Search, and it works. Now, hello with Northwest Tech wasn't disappearing. Let's fix that. So when you hit search, we want to take this input for search.text. So anywhere inside there, so I'm just going to put it right below. We get our result, so we get what we need. Let's go ahead and clear it out right at that point. So self.input for search.text is at quotes. It's going to be an empty string. And another thing that we need to do is hide the keyboard. So I'm going to actually go back to my storyboard. And for this one, I'm going to click on my background view. I'm going to go to the file's owner for that. So instead of a UI view, I'm going to make it a UI control. So UI control is very similar to UI view, except for it handles, well, control stuff. I'm going to go to this far right side to go to my events. I'm going to click on my assistant editor. Oops. I'm going to click back on my right background view. And on touchdown, so when someone taps on the background, I'm going to create an action. We're going to say hide keyboard. For our arguments, we're going to say none. And go and do connect. Go back to viewController.m. And go back to single view. And for each of those, we have 3 text fields. We use that same for loop though to actually remove ourselves. So I'm going to say for, use the for in. Now we also need to do that when we click on stuff. So search in the dictionary. We're going to go ahead and right as soon as we press that button, we want it to hide it. So we're going to say self hide keyboard. Then our other button was add the key value pair. So self hide keyboard. And with that, I think our app is done. So we're going to go ahead and do stop and run. And if we type in Northwest Tech, a great place to be with friendly people. Taking it back for friendly. Uh-oh, it didn't hide it. What the heck? Northwest. Okay, that one worked. So with these, it didn't work. Since these views were inside the subview, I guess it didn't work. Strange. Let me try something. Yep, that's an error. I'll be darned, you learned something new. So since this was in another view, dang it. So our little trick didn't work. Dang it. Real quick though, just to get it done. Self.input for search, design first responder, self.input. Whoops, don't forget to put your square brackets around them. Input key text field, design first responder. Value text design first responder. So actually, it's the same amount of code. Okay, let's try this now. That's why we try it. We gotta make sure it works, even though in theory it should work. There, it's hiding. And if we type in hello search testing. It all seems to be working. There we go. All right, so go ahead and get your app like that, and then compress it and submit it.